We load it the same way. We've got a slack pull, so we can pull that strap through.
Oh,
it'll shorten the cycle time.
And then on the top there? Oh, it's automatic?
One button. It'll apply the tension. Once it gets to the applied tension that we set it at, which right now is about 700 pounds, then it'll punch the sealless. It will only punch that joint when it gets to that 700 pounds or whatever we told it to. If you see the tool itself, it's got no adjustments on it. So the tensioner, like I showed you, has the tension adjustment on the bottom. But this tool is all done remotely via Bluetooth. We have a Bluetooth application on it. So if I wanted to adjust this tension, basically I would tell the tool to broadcast by holding the button down, and it's going to light up solid green. Just like pairing a speaker, I'll get our app out. And I'll hit the Signode app. It's going to bring up grip pack there. I'll put in the password. 9870, enter. And I'll scan for it. Should find it right away. So there it is. Now it's going to start flashing red. Lets you know that it's communicating. And it's reading the PCB. Now from this app, we can go in and check how many cycles are on the tool. We can set the tension remotely. It's got a preventative maintenance feature that'll prompt us every 1,500 cycles to inspect the feed wheel, the punch and die, to check it for wear, clean it out. And we can access the manual as well and the log of the repairs. But right here, I'll go to parameters and I'll go to tension. And I can go ahead and move that. This is a high-speed tool, so it'll go up to 1,000. And down to 500. So my screen isn't the most responsive, but
I see that.
But yeah, there it is. So now you can see it.
Sure.
So all the way up to 1,000. I'm going to put it back down in the middle somewhere. Now what that does is it prevents the operator from changing that tension on the fly. If they say, hey, this is too tight, I want to back it down, or they say it's not too tight, or not tight enough, I will run it up. You know, theoretically, there should be one set package, right? Whatever that is. So yeah, once we do that, we can go into the system information here, and we can see things like battery, current battery status, the cycle count, the serial number of the PCB, and then the application and program version. So,
and battery.
Yep, battery life is on there as well.
It's all that at 92%.
Yep, 92%. Then once we're done, also while we're in this kind of diagnostic, we can simulate a cycle. So we can check things like making sure the punch and dies are coming all the way down and up. There's nothing obstructing them. We can run the feed wheel to make sure it's clean. You know, there's no debris in there by holding it down. So you can kind of see that the tool's operating optimally. And then once we're done, we can disconnect. And once we disconnect, you know, it's not broadcasting anymore, and we're ready to go. So it'll only punch at 740 or whatever I had it at. If we had the strap loaded incorrectly, or for whatever reason the gap wasn't set right and it was slipping, it'll never finish the cycle until it knows it's hit that applied tension level. So it's a way to